Hello. I am getting the cops called on me right now by this guy. He is a councilman who doesn't want me to be here, so he's calling the police. He just, as he's seen me, he slapped on the indicator, pulled in real fast, and I can hear the phone going brr, 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 brr. This is classed as private property, and everyone goes here. It's called the Blue Lagoon. Okay, I literally, as I went out and turned around on the road and reversed back so that he could see me in the mirror, and as I was driving around, he just around the corner up there, as I was driving away, his brake lights went off and he started pulling off, so it'll be interesting to see if there's anyone at my car when I come back from doing what I'm doing, because we're going to go in a secret entrance. Shh. Just down there, I'll show you in a sec. I just got to get all my gear together and get going, because don't know if we're allowed to be in here or not, but sure, look. The Blue Lagoon. Alright, so here's the secret entrance that I have actually never used before, but I'm going to presume that it goes in there. Council guy is up around the corner up there. I'm not going to show you because the car is there. But here's what I perceive to be. Ah yeah, CarMax. Can confirm this is some sort of dumping ground. Can also confirm that urine is present in this area, which is very pungent. Whew. So this is the Blue Lagoon that I'm about to show you. I'm standing on concrete slabs right now. There's a lot of random stuff out here. I'm not sure if somebody drowned out here. So what it is it's a huge quarry. I can see someone way over there. But anyway, we're going to record our video regardless. So this is a huge quarry that was shut down, not sure when it was shut down, years ago. It's a good bit old, and what happened was it became a local spring for people to come out and swim in. So people come out here every summer swimming. So I will just show you around a couple of cool places here, tell you some stories about it. This is wrecked. Used to be a toilet there once upon a time. So here's one of the stories that I got from here. So there used to be like sessions out here. People would come out and drink and everything. But what happened was a friend of mine was telling me while they were on a session, some people came out and they're used to where I'm standing right now. That's part of it. Some lads came along with a tractor and used the loader on it. They took apart the shed, threw it onto the back of the tractor and drove off with it all, with majority of the shed. So they very much stole that shed because they weren't supposed to be there, and they just used their tractors to get in and get back out. So that's one of the stories. I am not sure if someone has drowned here or not. We're just going to take a look at the way bridges that are up here. I know one of them was taken out by a person who didn't own it either. That's another story, but I won't be telling that one. There used to be a weighbridge there, but someone came in with a digger and removed it. And here's another, well, this isn't a weighbridge, but I think that's like a wash station where they wash the lorries and going out. We're going to actually go and have a look at the lagoon itself and tell you the story behind that, because it's a funny one. It's mad. That oven actually looks like it was blown up. With the swell marks on it, it looks like it exploded somehow. Not sure how that happened, but who knows. This place is wild. I have no idea what this building was used for. Like, there's only one way in. There's a drain in the middle. So, a bit confused as to what this is about. Plenty of stuff being burned here though. But anyway, the story behind it is, there was a guy back in the boom time, and he had a quarry. So this is an old quarry, and I'll give you a good span look at it now in a second. And he owed a lot of money, as did a lot of people in boom time, and they were coming for this money. The banks they were looking for it. I'll also show you why it's called the Blue Lagoon as well in a second. So apparently the banks were coming for this money. So what the guy decided to do is, with this quarry, I think there was a spring inside in it, and they had to pump water out of it constantly. So whoa, that was scary. So what they had to do is pump water out of it constantly, and to keep it from flooding, I suppose. So they pumped it to the River Suir, which is just over that thing back there, whatever that is. I'm actually not going to fall in down there because that's deep. But anyway, so what the guy did was, instead of giving the banks the money that he owed, it was boom time. It was Celtic Tiger in its full-fledged flight. What he did was put all his machines into the end of the quarry, which is reported to be 300 foot deep, right, which is pretty deep. And he turned off the pumping out the water, flooding the quarry. And thus all the machines are buried underneath there as well, on 300 foot down. And apparently they went and tried to recover them, but when they went down, decided just not to bother or something. I think divers went down and they were going to attach airbags to it, or they were basically trying to get these machines back, but they decided that they're not worth a crap to anyone now. So they just left them there, and this place got blocked up. Someone decided once then, hey, let's go swimming out here, and they did. So I think that's why it became the Blue Lagoon, and people come out here swimming all the time. So here's why it's called the Blue Lagoon. There's 2 tires off some of the machines, so there was a lot of stuff left around here and people just threw it in. So this goes from 0 to 100 real quick. It's like really shallow here, and then it just drops. Like there's a drop. Let me show you the drop. I gotta climb back up the hill. So you can see some rocks down here, and then there's like a sheer drop. Now, I must admit, I came out here one summer, a bunch of us, and we swam across that. So where did we get to? I think we got to just around the corner up here, but we swam from where that hill is over there, straight across. And about halfway out, right now, bear in mind, I had flippers on me, right, which everyone laughed at, but I was like a powerboat going across this lagoon, because the guy who swam with me didn't have flippers on, and he was very slow, but I was like a powerboat, yeah, like I said. But halfway across, I stopped to wait for him, and I was just kind of treading water, and then I realized what mistake I was making. I was like, Jesus, this is stupid. This will tell you how steep the water is. Here's skins from like rollies. Oh, I can hear someone. Policia? We'll see in a second. I'm gonna go and make myself known. But yeah, look at this water, man. It's like really clear. The only problem is there is some, like, how do I explain? Like contamination pockets. Obviously, because you have all these big machines that were buried and they had diesel and oil and everything in them. That stuff sticks around, you know. It takes a very long time for that stuff to break down, I think. There's like shoes and everything left out there. Soles of shoes, and there's a shoe over there. But yeah, so there's like, now that I think back, I won't be swimming in it ever again, because it's not healthy water. So it's still sitting, and there's machines buried at the end of it. Imagine if I was able to dive down and see those machines, how eerie that would be. Here's I think this is a drop off right now. So there would have been another road down from this. And you can see the cliff face. So, shallow, not shallow. that drops like off. So there'd be like a road cut out of the mountain, like over there. So that could be that deep, just right there. Oh, it looks like there's a pipe in the water out there. I don't want to get too close because I'm out here on my own and there's a lot of drops and stuff, so I'm not interested in whatever's going on. Oh, rumour is that the guy who used to own the Blue Lagoon. Oh. I heard doors closing out there. They're coming. Yeah, the rumour is that the guy is over in Africa now and he's got a fleet of trucks and I don't know, is he working for like the mining crowds? So he's drawing stone and stuff for the mining industry over in Africa. And I don't think he can come back here without facing criminal charges. So yeah, that's fun. Well done to him. Move to a different country and start again, I guess. Apparently he's doing quite well, from what I heard. This was a couple of years ago I heard this, but I don't think he's going to come back to Ireland anytime soon. So here's what I'm talking about with absolute sheer drops. When we were out here, we jumped from, there's huge rocks over there, right there. We were jumping off that and you could not see the bottom, so we were just jumping into really deep water. Oops, that zoomed in. Zoop. So here's like another version of that. That's really, really deep. Very deep. Sorry if I seem lost. I'm just waiting for police to come and be like, hey, here's a €100 fine. Idiot. And I'm like, hey, thanks. All right. Well, like and subscribe to my videos, I suppose. On a funnier note, here is the pipe, some of the piping that would have been used to pump the water out. So big water pumps would have just been pulling water constantly out of a pool in the middle of this, keeping it low. They would have figured out how fast it's coming into the quarry and adjusted the speed of the pump so that it's constantly pumping it out. Oh no, a croc. I didn't know they were in Ireland. Yeah, that was a croc shoe. Yeah, so that's part of the pumping system, which would have been pulling water out. And can you imagine the feeling? Oh no, I'm going back down. Oh, that was sore. Can you imagine the feeling that guy got from, oh shit, there's other people. From turning off that pump and just watching your machines get submerged underwater. That must have been weird. More piping. Some kind of a loading bay, and it looks like there used to be structures up here. We'll go and have a look at what was up here. But like the place was completely destroyed. By the time the banks actually got it back, there was nothing salvageable out of it. Like buildings were destroyed and any framing was destroyed. So that looks like it was like a little cabin or something that was just obliterated. There's like steel sheeting in the middle of it and lights. Yeah, so anything that was here was absolutely destroyed. Oh, almost fell. It seemed like this guy just had a quarry, milked it for everything it had as fast as he could, and got the hell out of Dodge. I mean, those machines must have been worth probably a couple of million though. I mean, apparently they were like new enough machines and everything. Hey, there's a castle way over there. I wonder if I could fly the drone out to that. What I'm going to do is sit down over here, wait for a little bit for them people to go, and then fly the drone around. As I said, I wanted to wait till summertime so that I could have it so the water is like blue, crystal clear, because just remember that it's like really dark skies and stuff today, so it wouldn't be as nice as it could have been, but nevertheless it's still really nice. there's like cliffs over there that people were jumping off too. There's a whole lot of, there's a huge amount of rubbish out here, which is sickening, but there's also a hell of a lot of clothes. So I'm wondering if people just decided to go swimming and, you know, didn't care. There's 3 different pairs of shoes and what looks like to be a fall off the edge of the earth. I can't explain how deep this is. It's really deep. Almost like 300 foot deep. There's a hell of a lot of stuff, like stuff people used for floating, like aero board. Is that what it's called? There's like aero board here. Oh, there's dirt bike marks here. Someone brought a dirt bike out here. I don't know why. It's just a small quarry. It's small, as quarries go, it's pretty small. But the water is just flowing down off here into this. But as I say, some of the drops can be that big. Let me see if I can get the... Yeah, they can be from like up there down to here to like the next road, and then it goes and it drops again down to the next road, and you know, it spirals. Ooh. Or it could just be a drop down to the very bottom, sheer cliff face. I can't remember if someone drowned here, if that was this quarry or there's another quarry just up the road from this that people used to swim in as well. I can't remember which quarry it was, but someone drowned in this quarry or the other quarry, unfortunately. This is ready to go. I mean, keep hitting that stone another little bit and this big boy is going down. This is crazy though. It's crazy just to look across. I would love to drain this thing. I would love so much to put the money into draining this thing and see those machines at the end, because I bet they look crazy. Like all algae covered, and I don't know, would they be majorly rusted? Probably. Would they be majorly rusted? Can someone answer that? It's not flowing water, it's just still water, so they're just sitting dead still at the end of this quarry. Yeah, I'm sure they would be somewhat rusted, but as far as the story goes, divers did go down to retrieve the machines but decided against it. They were going to use those balloon things that you put in around it and inflate them, bring them up slowly, but maybe it just wasn't worth the money. Whoa, that little guy just slid on rocks like I did. This is the cliff face that we were jumping off. This little one, down into the water and then climbing back up along here. There's so many shoes in here that people use, like they bring their old shoes out to the Blue Lagoon just to wreck them and then say goodbye to them. Crazy though. Hey, I wonder what kind of, because a lot of people come out here and like it's, judging by the way it's going, it's never going to be emptied. So I wonder if there's like any dodgy shit down there, like knives, guns, I don't know, speculation, but there could be a whole lot of speculation down at the bottom of that too. You wouldn't know though, because it's a really, really deep quarry and it just drops off the edge. So I mean, if you fired something way out, the chances of that coming back to you is pretty low. That's all I'm saying. But we're over the other side of it now where the woman was that time. She's off over there. We're kind of walking like across from each other. She's at the other side. I think it's a woman anyway. I don't know. I can't see, it's too far away. But going the child off over there. I'm going to get the drone up and see what we can see. Bit nervous about flying it over the water, but hey, because there's a thing. Also, it do be popping out here in the summertime because people bring barbecues and drink, and some people bring their drink away with them, other people don't, but like there's a bunch of different, someone just finds their spot and they go to it and they stay there and they have like barbecues and there's a bunch of people and they're playing music and there's like loads of these spots all around. It would be really cool to make this into like an area for that, like purpose build it, but also people jump off here and I'm kind of getting woozy looking down at it. It would be really cool to purpose build this as that, like a swimming location where, I don't know, people could come here and swim and stuff. But I would like to do a camping video out here, I think. That'd be pretty cool. That goes. I'm actually going to fly the drone from here and around the place, see how that goes. but here's the edge. It's deep, and I'm staying well back from it so that I don't end up in there, because I'm a strong swimmer, but I wouldn't like the sheer panic and the cold of the water, because it's cold every night. That water is bound to be very cold. Actually no, I'm going to go up to the hill up here to take the drone off and get some shots. It's going to be nothing crazy. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a big body of water and some cliffs around it. So I mean, what can you do with that? But we will see what we can do with that. That's what. I'm about to take the drone off. Got her sitting right there. I'm also going to fly the drone over by where my car is, but way up in the sky, to see if I have any visitors waiting for me. So you'll know if you see a car. But here's the drone. This is what I'm doing right now. About to take it off. I am nervous about flying it over the lake, so I'm probably not going to fly it directly over it. I'm going to kind of fly around the edges and way up into the sky and look down and stuff like that. I don't know, I'll get creative. I'll just mess around with it for a bit and see how it goes. But that's been this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the Blue Lagoon. If you get a chance, come here, find it somehow. It's hard to find unless you're from the area. Find the Blue Lagoon, come here in the summertime, look at it. A lot of crazy stuff happening. Don't swim here. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching, as always. Goodbye.